As an early winter blast descends on the forests of cottage country, teams of the Ontario Performance Rally Championship return for the Rally of the Tall Pines. Of the OPRC season brought teams north to Quebec for Rally Défi. Simon Vincent dominated the field, winning every stage of the event, while championship leader Bruno Laverdier struggled early in the day, eventually settling into a consistent pace to take second place. Alberto duo Justin and Chrissy Bailiff rounded out the overall podium in their first entry to the series. In two-wheel drive, Nicolas Laverdier and championship leader Philippe Benoit traded the top position through the early stages, but engine problems for Laverdier eventually cost the young driver the lead, handing the victory to Benoit. Chris Krebsky and Jeff Hagen rounded out the class podium in third. Vincent's win at Défi moved him to just a single point behind Bruno Laverdier in the season standings, heading to the final round. And for Philippe Benoit, top points secured the rookie driver the two-wheel drive championship title for 2016, opening up a three-way battle for the second position. The traditional finale for the Ontario Championship, the 2016 edition of the Tall Pines, covered 125 competitive kilometres across 12 stages. And after heavy snow and ice in the days before the event, teams arrived to find the roads in a precarious state. Returning to the series after a long hiatus, 2009 champion Chris Martin set the fastest times through the opening stages. But even with years of ice racing experience, the old-school motorsports driver wasn't prepared to take any unnecessary chances on the slick surfaces. Surprising everyone, Philippe Benoit rocketed his front-wheel drive Mini through the first stages to finish just seconds behind Martin, besting a field filled with more powerful all-wheel drive cars. The two-wheel drive champion followed up the incredible start with an outright win on the third stage. With Bruno Laverdier not entering Tall Pines, taking the start line secured Simon Vincent the 2016 OPRC title. And with the championship pressure relieved, Vincent and co-driver Hubert GAUDREAU took care to find grip on the slippery stages while narrowly escaping a few uncharacteristic mistakes. Heading to the first service, the pair were just out of a podium position in fourth. Sitting in fifth, just behind Vincent, Peter McDonald and Ferdinand Trautsmandorf were the first team to fall victim to the treacherous road conditions. McDonald's retirement elevated Americans Arik BLALOBRZESKI and Grzegorz Dorman on the leaderboard. And as Philippe Benoit backed off through the spectator stages, the duo closed within reach of the final podium position. For Philippe Benoit and Maxime Gagnon, the impressive start rapidly came undone when a mistake sent them off the road, causing significant suspension damage. The pair would restart following repairs, but the time lost left them well out of contention.
Somehow we didn't manage to realize we had to slow down a bit and have enough after a series of very fast six, and a big rock was waiting for us to put an halt to our great time. very good job about at the service, and we're back on track. We will be able to finish hopefully the rally.
The remaining two-wheel drive teams faced some of the greatest challenges of the field as the unpredictable grip made it nearly impossible to find a rhythm. Kovac and GAUDREAU inherited the two-wheel drive lead following Benoit's issues. Even with a slim margin, Kovac maintained a cautious approach to the conditions, knowing that a small mistake could cost him several minutes in a snowbank.
In the crest, right 6 short of a small crest 50, keep right over jump 100, right 540,
Behind the front runners, Gary Sutherland and Robert McNeil were locked in a close battle for the second position. Sutherland and co-driver Kylie Davis had the edge through the early stages, but as the day wore on, McNeil increasingly ate into their lead. Headed out for the final loop of stages, Chris Martin and co-driver Brian Johnson still held the top position in the standings. But with just over a minute lead on a climbing Simon Vincent and the rally's longest and most challenging stages still to come, the result was far from final. In a return to form after an early season engine failure, David Lemaire held the third position for most of the day, ready to capitalise on any issues for Vincent ahead of him. Unfortunately, a series of punctures sent Lemaire and co-driver Vincent Trudel off the road on the final stages, leaving them unable to finish. The retirement made way for BLALOBRZESKI and DORMAN to take over the final spot on the overall podium. Thanks to a consistent and clean drive throughout the day, the team held on through the finish, scoring their first podium in the championship.
Right 6, 120. Right 4 minus, and a left 5 minus. Left 5 minus, opens, tightens to 4 minus.
In the fight for the two-wheel drive podium, Gary Sutherland and Robert McNeil continue to run neck and neck to the finish. In the end, McNeil and co-driver Patrick Wheeler edged out the second position by just 0.8 of a second. Drama-free day, Kovac and GAUDREAU finished their season with a third win in the two-wheel drive class, while also taking the 4th spot in the overall standings.
The plan was we came here to win, actually, and once I saw the roads, I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. Very, very difficult. If you have a snow event or you have snow and ice, here you had mud, gravel, snow, ice, all on the same stage. Tire choice was pretty much impossible to pick the right tires. Now we had a good day. The car was perfect all day. No issues at all. I have all the bumpers attached, which were not usual for me. So third win of the season. So pretty happy.
Simon Vincent took to the massive 30-kilometre penultimate stage, determined to erase a nearly 2-minute deficit to Chris Martin ahead of him. But despite scoring convincing wins on the final pair of stages, Vincent still finished the day just 25 seconds out of the top spot. allowing Martin and Johnson to claim the final victory of the season.
Kind of a sketchy day. I think everybody had a pretty sketchy day. You know what? We kept it clean all day. Snow is great, but when it's kind of not frozen underneath, it's a little bit different. So you're used to getting down to ice, and okay, roads kind of stick together, and roads are not sticking together, and it's just really inconsistent stuff. So
it was totally insane. Totally insane. I can't believe it. I went through that. Every turn you had grip, no grip, and then you got grip after the end. But really happy also to finish on a good note for the OPRC championship that I win. So I'm really happy about that. And now I want to thank Test Racing, GAUDREAU, who did a wonderful job. Every guys with Philippe Lancier, my father and mother also. My goal is to do the same thing I did this year, and to especially defend my OPRC title.
The second place finish solidifies Vincent's championship title as he overtakes Bruno Laverdiere. Finishing 6th is enough for two-wheel drive champion Philippe Benoit to move up to 5th in the overall season standings. And in the two-wheel drive category, Kovac leapfrogs Nicolas Laverdiere to finish the year in 2nd place. Gary Sutherland and Chris Krepsky round out the top 5. And so, with the final chapter of the 2016 season written, the page turns to the fresh start of a new year. The Ontario Performance Rally Championship begins anew for 2017 with the ice and snow of Rally Pairs Neige.